guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am DorianKoholi, and I am here with another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are building what I am calling the Imperial Theater in Copperdale, and it is a functional movie theater. It's not a rabbit hole like the one we got in Growing Together, I believe. It's an actual movie theater. You can come here, you can get a snack, you can watch a movie, and I think it came together pretty nicely. I was kind of excited to build something like this. I used to work at a movie theater like way back in the day, almost right out of high school. So it kind of brought up, some nostalgic memories for me. But yeah, so the lot is a 20 by 15 lot. It is in Copperdale, which is from the high school years pack. The original lot name was the Town Square Terrace. I believe there was a starter home here. So I did get rid of the starter home, but I liked that this lot was kind of like in like the town area, which I thought would make sense for something like this. The building itself, I was kind of going for like an Art Deco-y style, kind of represent like an old school movie theater. This is a build I originally made like a couple years ago. I posted like some screenshots on Reddit, and someone noted that like it was Art Deco meets Vaporwave because of the color scheme. And I can see it. The movie theater props from Get Famous have like a blue and pink color scheme on one of the swatches, and there were some columns from Get to Work, and the wallpaper from Spa Day, which I think kind of complemented those colors really well. So you'll see I'm using a lot of like pinks and blues on the front. That little like multi-square thing is a room divider. Unfortunately, I forget the name at the moment, but it just I thought it worked out well to kind of add some accents to the building. And yeah, right now we're just kind of doing the front of doing the decoration stuff. Like I said, this is a build I created originally a while back, but I went back and redid it mainly so I could record building it, so I could do a video. So yay, content. But I also wanted to add make a few tweaks to it based on some of the newer stuff that had come out. Honestly, not much changed from what the original build was. I did, however, end up adding a couple of those the Love Struck like supply closets. So if you're here on a date, if you want to do something other than watching the movie, you have the option. But yeah, right now we're building a little ticket counter. So the idea would be, it's not actually going to work out this way in the game, but you would go to the ticket counter in front of the building, you would get your tickets, you go in, get your snack, and then go watch the movie. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is meant to reflect, like I said, an old school movie theater where you go, you get your movie ticket, you get popcorn, you get soda, and then you're good to go. This isn't going to be one of those ones where it's like a full-blown menu and like newer movie theaters have. With that said, I might try to recreate something like that down the line, or at least maybe try to recreate, like, if not like this style, like maybe like one of those like megaplexes on like a bigger lot, because I think there could be some cool potential there. But yeah, right now, very old school movie theater. Yeah, just doing some decoration at this point. Added the movie posters from Get Famous were pretty awesome for this, just because there are so many different posters within the swatches. That is an issue I sometimes encounter with some of the Sims 4 stuff. I'll usually go by what's on the default swatch, not realizing that the other swatches aren't always just color changes. Like a lot of like the pictures and like posters like this, like it only changes the frame. But this one, I believe I'm probably mispronouncing this, Altron Desperados poster has like a ton of different actual like movie posters built in, which I thought was pretty awesome. So yeah, just kind of doing some finishing touches on the outside right now, making sure the thing is sufficiently lit. You can kind of see, I love the way this looks at night. I do end up changing the colors for the high school years lights that I decided about changing the pink just to kind of go with like that vaporwave color scheme. Right now I'm just kind of setting up some stuff on the back. So a lot of this is going to be superfluous, but if you were role playing that you like worked here, this could be a good spot for like your sim to like kind of hang out on their break or whatever, put a couple chairs, have the dumpster. And yeah, not much to report here, but it's little things that I kind of like adding in, make it a little more realistic, even if it doesn't work out that way in gameplay. I think it looks cool. But yeah, I think at this point we're pretty much done on the exterior, work on the interior. So those two 1x3 sections in the front, those are going to be bathrooms. And then the rest of this area is going to kind of be like the snack bar. There are 2 bars in here, so your Sims will be able to order a drink and order some of the basic food that comes with the bar. I did also add a popcorn machine, the popcorn machines, I believe, from the movie Hangout kit, just because it's a movie theater. You gotta have popcorn. So granted, I don't think you can actually like order popcorn at the bar. I think you have to like go back and make it. So, but it's there. You're gonna watch a movie. You gotta have popcorn. Putting in some of the flooring. I did like that the high school years tile flooring kind of had like those like little accent pieces. You're kind of create like a little frame. But yeah, and then the menu boards, adding trying to think of what else I'm adding. Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on. Okay, but yeah, it's like I said, a lot of stuff's gonna be superfluous. You don't need the fridge. You don't need like the little snack counter, the little refrigerated display. But this is kind of what I remember having in a movie theater when I worked there. Like I said, it's old school style. Like you're just gonna get very basic food, popcorn, and a drink maybe. But yeah, just trying to fill it out, make it a little more realistic. With all that said, this is a bar lot. If you did want to switch it to like a cafe lot, if you have get together, I think that could work really well, and it would make the espresso machine functional. So you can tweak this however you need to. I will not be offended. This is just kind of like what I had in mind for it. But yeah, just kind of doing a few little accents here and there. I said added 2 bars just to kind of fill out the front counter, and then added like the little ticket booth section. But yeah, so while that is going on, kind of as I mentioned before, I am back to posting. It has been about 18 months. I posted my first Speedbuild back a couple days ago, movie theater that I built a ways back, and it's been awesome being back. It's been awesome playing the game again, because when I kind of dropped off from making content, I wasn't playing as much either, or building as much. I would still log in to do like those timed events just to make sure I got all the stuff, because I didn't want to lose out on anything. But yeah, this is kind of like my first foray, and you can kind of tell if you watch the videos. You see, like I kind of mess around with the menu a bit, trying to find items. That's kind of always an issue I had, because there's a lot of stuff in this game, especially if you have all the packs. Not all of it is like clearly labeled for what it should be, so it can make it kind of a challenge at times to find particular items. But I also, a lot of the stuff I did commonly use before, I kind of forgot the name of, and then I've ended up forgetting a lot of like the keyboard shortcuts as well to like size up items and like move items and everything. So you'll see these first couple speed builds back are gonna be a little rough. I did try to cut some more of like I'm spending 5 minutes looking for a particular chair thing, but some of it is still in there, and fortunately I think it's just the nature of the beast, especially as we get more packs now that they've announced that The Sims 4 isn't going anywhere. There's going to be tons and tons of stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I'm a hot mess, but if you've been with the channel since the beginning, this is what you know and love. So take it as it is. And then honestly, one thing you guys could do, if you guys do enjoy this type of content, do enjoy more speed builds, if you could like the videos, leave a comment, if you could subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, I am just coming back, but I am hoping to grow the channel. I'm at 400 subs right now, which kind of blows my mind, honestly, but I would love to get to 500 and then just go beyond there. And yeah, so that's just the nature of trying to do more with content creation. So at this point we finished the little front area, so now we're building the actual movie theaters. That room in the center is the projector room, and then we have the 2 larger rooms are going to be the actual theaters themselves. So there will be 2 theaters. They do work. It's ended up sizing up one of the larger TV screens to kind of function as like the movie screen. I did use the tool mod for that to make it a little more granular. I said I don't think my understanding tool mod works on console, and if you don't have the mod installed, so you shouldn't have an issue there. Also use the platforms to kind of elevate the back rows a bit. So if your sim comes to watch a movie, the first and second row, so the ground floor and like the first step up, though they are going to be functional in that regard. The third tier isn't, but your sims can still sit there and chill out. Um, as far as seating goes, the werewolves pack actually has like a movie theater seat, which I thought was pretty cool. I also added love seats in just because if your sims out on a date, they want to sit together and cuddle and everything. The game doesn't really let you do that if you're sitting in individual seats, so I figured the love seats, they can sit together and do whatever they're going to do. And then, like I said, later on you'll see I added 2 trash cans. I ended up in each theater. I ended up replacing one of them and making space for the Love Struck like supply closet. So if your Sims enjoying their date, they want to do something beyond watching the movie, you will have that option. So yeah, just kind of putting some finishing touches on the theaters themselves. I included lights so it's not completely dark, but I did dim them. And then honestly, this projector room is probably my favorite part. It is completely superfluous. There is absolutely no need for this whatsoever, but using the movie making equipment from Get Famous, I thought I was able to put together a pretty good approximation. And when I worked in movie theater back in the day, this was kind of like the cool spot to hang out. Kind of, you're away from all the customers. You kind of watch the movies from the little screen where the projector kind of hangs out. And I always thought it was pretty neat, so I wanted to include that. I did also include a ladder to the second floor. I didn't do anything with the second floor, and there's no way to access the third floor. This lot, if you did want to expand, put stuff up there, I do think that could be pretty cool. There's a lot of potential. Unfortunately, this lot is pretty small, so I was originally going to try to put stairs up there, but it's tough with the way everything is laid out now. So, but yeah, so do with that what you will. Like I said, I think we're getting to the point where you can kind of see I sub out the Love Struck supply closet. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to note. Yeah, I think the last thing I ended up using, like the stock ticker, which you just saw. It's meant to represent like a digital movie theater screen, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so now we're here for a little tour. I love that it kind of came in at night because you get to see it in all its glory, and I am so happy with the way this building turned out. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. With all that said, I'm going to go to build mode real quick just so we can show you guys what's up. So this is called the Imperial Theater, and it is a 20 by 15 lot. Like I said, it's in Copperdale, which is the high school years world. I did set it up as a bar. Shouldn't require too much if you want to change it to another lot type. As far as traits go, I did romantic aura just because I figured this would be a cool, it lend itself to like the date night spot. But I could also see it being just like a usual hangout spot. So I added teen neighborhood and added university student hangout. Do with those what you will. This lot does use quite a bit of pack, so apologies for that. And a lot of these, it is only like 1 or 2 items, but I thought it just fit really well. Generally, when I try to do builds like this, if only 1 item is being used in the pack, I'll try to sub it out for something else. I didn't do that here, so if you don't have everything, you might notice some things missing. At the very least, I would recommend that you have high school years, Get Famous, and Get to Work. High school years, because it's a lot of like the Art Deco-y style stuff is from that pack. Get Famous, a lot of like the movie theater like equipment and the movie posters, and then Get to Work has some of the other like community lot stuff as well. I would also probably recommend Spot A, just because between Get to Work and Spot A, those are the packs that are used to make up a lot of like the pink and blue like vaporwave color scheme. So if you don't have something, you can switch it out. I did use Tool and Better Build By as far as mods goes, but that should not impact you downloading this lot if you do not have those mods or if you're downloading this on console. Anyway though, getting back into the actual tour. So we have our little front ticket counter. Going inside, we have our little snack bar. Let me see if I can do this so that I can get you in. Going in through a bathroom right now. We have a bathroom. Woohoo. We have our bartender. We have our popcorn machines. We have a bunch of people just kind of hanging out, doing whatever. We have Dorian, who looks like his needs are having some issues, but we'll deal with that later. Yeah, it's a front counter, little snack bar. It is tight, but I did play test so your Sims can at least walk around through everything. And a lot of this stuff isn't going to be like the cash registers aren't going to do anything. The espresso machine, I don't think I included grinder, so it's not going to do anything. But if you want to switch out one of the bars for like the cafe, the little cafe equipment, I can see that working out pretty well. All right, going into one of the actual theaters. We have, trash can, we have our little supply closet for, whatever. And then we have walking into the actual theater itself. So we have the movie screen. We have 3 rows of seatings. Like I mentioned in the build part, this first row and these second rows, like if you actually want to sit in the chair and watch a movie, you'll need to use these 2. But the third row, if something's already playing, you can still sit there. You can still sit there regardless. But try to do like darker tones. We got the red, we got the blue carpet, which I think is some spooky stuff, which ended up neat. Going through this door, I'm not gonna show both theaters because they're pretty much, well, I'll show it briefly. They're both pretty much the exact same. But this little back hallway goes up to the projector room. I said this is completely superfluous. Your Sims are not gonna have any need to get here, although it does have a computer, so your Sims, you'll probably find like at least one Sim up here. But using the, I think this is the special effects control board and the movie cameras from Get Famous, I kind of create what I think is a pretty close approximation to an actual like projector room. Like I said, it's when I worked at movie theater, it was a cool place to hang out. So if you're role playing, like this is like your job, you can come hang out here. But there isn't much else to it than that. I did also, like I mentioned before, I included a ladder. But the second and third floor, they do not have anything in them. If you want to, I could see, in case someone taking this and maybe adding like, I don't know, an arcade, or maybe even if you want to change the wall height, maybe adding like some additional movie theater screens. I will say the lot is small, so trying to get stairs up here without doing some major reconfigurations will probably be a pain. So that's why there's a ladder. But once you have it, you can do whatever you want with it. So with that, thank you guys for hanging out with me and checking out another Sims 4 build. If you like this, please drop a comment, drop a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, I'm trying to grow this channel, and I'm looking forward to bringing more, builds and like Sims gameplay to you. If there are any other builds you would like to see, please let me know as well. With all of that said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.